It was crazy time. I mean,
Uh-huh.
when you have money and you know you can get more. And whenever my safe went down in my house under 50 grand, I knew that it's time to go rob something. And
Yeah.
I'm hitting stores 2, 3 a year, depending on what's going on, and making bank, man. But the guys, the mobsters in New York, my first robbery was a setup. First
Uh-huh.
robbery was an insurance job. But
Mm-hmm.
so the guy wanted to get robbed, and it was insurance. He got the money, we got jewels, and I ended up making money. And I said, wait a minute, I can make a lot of money doing this shit.
Yeah.
And I ended up being a big earner for the mob and making a lot of people a lot of money. And that's why
Did
everybody,
you have a quota?
no quota.
Just
Uh,
any gig you did, you had to give a
and
percentage?
yeah, and you don't want to fuck those guys. Because if the word gets back anyway that you try to short this envelope or that envelope, I used to give my boss 10%.
Uh-huh.
So if I walked away with 300 grand, I'm giving him 30 grand. I did it all the time. And I never screwed him because if you screw him, not that I don't think I couldn't have got away with it, but is it worth getting that enemy on your side? And they knew I was so loyal. I'll tell you a good story about loyalty. And I ended up instituting the guys that work for me. I'm in Florida, I'm making bank. I've got a house, horses, boats, fucking everything. I mean, I was crazy, man. I think back about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go and I got all this money, and I get a phone call. My boss, Willie, calls me up and says, Larry, I want you here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Hangs the phone up. I don't ask why, where, what. Boom. I go to New York. They meet a guy at the airport, meets me at the airport. And whenever they met me at the airport, I used to get picked up at Kennedy. He used to give me a pistol because you couldn't ride a plane. I would have done. He'd give
Yeah.
me a pistol. And I'm known as crazy. I was known as Crazy Larry. And I got the pistol. I'm cursing the whole way up. The cab company was My Way Cab Company. Owner guy in Brooklyn, another wise guy owned the cab company. So the driver
Uh-huh.
comes, he's scared shit. He's Larry with a gun. The Belt Parkway in New York is full of fucking trash, traffic. I'm hating it
Yeah.
already. I'm not there for 10 minutes. But I don't say anything. I get to the fucking place, sit down. We start playing gin. And we're playing big money gin. And it was the boss, another guy, and me and Joey, the two younger guys.
Just regular gin rummy.
Gin run, but for money, big heavy money. And we're just sitting there all
I ain't
day.
never gambled gin rummy
Oh,
before,
you
man.
kidding me? $100 hands. They called
Yeah.
streets, the whole works.
Yeah.
And as we're playing, the boss Dominic is taking meetings. People coming up, whispering, whatever. We're just playing, sitting around the table all day. And every day, every Friday at 6 o'clock at night, we would go to a place called La Polina's, a restaurant in Brooklyn. And
La
this is out of
Polinas.
La Polina's, out of Goodfellas on Sixth Street, Sixth Street. I think it was Sixth Street, and it's down off of Kings Highway. You go to 10th to Kings to 6th, I think it was. Anyway, we pull the cars on the sidewalk. Like this is like out of a movie. We had a table near the fucking exit. We had usually the guys who were big earners or big shots. We had a table about 8 or 10 of us. And we'd sit around there and bullshit. So then we come home, we're back to the place, sit down, and Dominic says goodnight to everybody. Well, they start leaving. Nothing. I don't what the fuck was I called here? Never known. Come Sunday, I went and saw my kids. I was in the middle. My wife and kids was up in Brooklyn at this time. I'm in Florida, back and forth. So I see my son, do all that kind of crap. Boom, boom. I fly back out Sunday night. Don't say anything. No, not a word. I didn't know what. About 2 months later, Josh, I asked Willie. I said, "Hey, Willie, what was that about?" He goes, "Larry, you passed the big test. You're making a lot of money. Dominic wanted to see how loyal you were. He tested you to see how loyal you are." Would I say, "Oh, come on, what do you need me? I got something going on," blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Hung up the phone and came to New York. I learned that. I ended up instituting this as the crew that worked for me. I used to have a deal, and you probably remember beepers, just about
Yeah. Yeah.
beepers.
I
That
had
beep.
two inactive beepers on my hip. Going straight to middle school with them things.
So we had beepers. And I had a rule with my crew. If I beep you, I don't give a fuck what time it was. You either better answer it or you better be dead or in jail. The only excuses. So one time, I'm going to bring him on a show too, Junior. And I beep Junior and he doesn't answer. And I had built a clubhouse with a bar, rooms, nice. In a warehouse, I built a clubhouse where I put the limousine at a bar. It's like a mini nightclub. I come into the clubhouse and Junior's laying down on a pull-out bed we had in the office. I take out a 357. He flies out of that shit. He's fucking scared shit. Crying, oh my God. You don't answer my beeper? You don't answer my beeper. He looked, the kid, poor kid. He'll tell you a story. He will never forget that to this minute, to this day. Nobody ever fucking was late or didn't answer a beeper or a call. And I learned that about the loyalty thing by my bosses. You know, when people start making money and they change their lifestyles and stuff, are they really loyal to you? Or are they loyal to the dollar? Exactly. Or are they loyal to what they're doing there? And in a mob, you had to be loyal to what we were, we were. You know, our mobs, our bosses, our crew. You know, you had to do that. It's just the way it was. But
were you ever nervous when they called you for that meeting? Were you a little nervous?
No, not at all. Because I was the one that used to do the crazy shit. You know, there was always in the back of my mind that anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yeah.
I used to carry 2 pistols with me. 2.
Yeah.
I got so many fucking funny stories about that day. But I look at that now and I look at my life and I say, you know, what a way to live. You're always waiting for the door to knock. You always wait, look over your shoulder. I don't care what it is. You understand this is a criminal.
Yeah. Horrible way to live.
It really is, man. People out there got to check that out. They don't know. Yes, there are exciting times. I'll be a liar if I ever said there weren't. You know, there is. There's always going to be that.
And those are typically the things that kind of get you to try to dabble in it again. Those good memories, you know?
You know, absolutely. It's like golf. I'm a golfer now. And when you golf, you know, that last hole, you're shooting that par or birdie, and man, I'm coming back. Yeah. But golf's good to do, you know? And it's just, it's kind of like that. You know, you do all this negative stuff or good stuff, party. Listen to me. I had the best parties, best broads, best everything you could think of. And looking back at it, it's of course not worth it because I end up losing my family. I end up losing my kids. And, you know, did you have kids, Josh?
Yeah, I got 4 daughters, man.
Man, well then I'll tell you, here's the deal. You fuck up, I'm going to come kick your ass. Forget your father.
I ain't messing up, man.
True story, man. I'm telling you, when I look at young guys like yourself with kids now and doing off the shit on the slides, is it really worth it? I did it. I'm telling you, when you leave your 15-month-old daughter and you don't see her until she's 13, and you leave a 6-year-old son who loves you to death, and you leave him and he's not seen you until 18 years old, and you're freaking, you know, don't tell me a visit counts, because it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it's crazy because, you know, I look back at all those times I lost the recitals and the baseball games and graduations and his, you know, issues with girls and somebody he can talk to, and his dad. No, my son and I are so close today. He works with me. He's my son. He's my namesake. He's Larry Jr. And the grandson's Larry the Third. So it's pretty cool. But I will never in my life. I told somebody if the gorilla comes out, it's coming out, and trust me, because that's my mindset. Is not normal to a guy. Oh, I'm gonna beat this in court. And I know, man. With my record, I'm one of the only men ever to go away for a RICO act alone. RICO act. Yeah, I went away for a RICO act. Yeah, because they thought my partner was John Rodriguez. There's no John Rodriguez, of course. And they went and searched for John Rodriguez in Miami. They charged me. I went away in 96. In 2001, this is all the record. People can start looking at us funny as shit. They charged me with the same charge they charged Bill Clinton with the Monica Lewinsky scandal. And they convicted him. They charged him with a charge of lying in a document, statement, filing a false statement. They got me for doing the exact same thing. I think it's 18 USC 1008 or 1001. 18 USC 1001.
What, for what? Saying you worked with someone?
Filing a false statement. Yeah. I put them on a wild goose chase. But my partner was John Rodriguez. They checked every John Rodriguez in Miami. How many fucking John Rodriguez you think are in Miami?
Oh my God.
And there is none, of course. So you want to talk crazy? That was just crazy. And but you know, now I look back at my life and I did my time, freedom. Yeah, we all got to make money.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to say nobody's got to make money, you know. And I'm hustling this now, trying to do certain things. I help kids. I do a lot of stuff like that. I get lectures and stuff like that, different areas.
Yeah, you're doing a
So
lot out there, man.
yeah, you know, I'm not a lazy guy. You know,
Yeah.
it's just that you understand this. When you're in the joint, you're up in the morning, crack those doors,
Yeah,
crack. You're up,
got a
man.
rotation, man.
Man,
You got
you
a
got to be up,
system.
man. You got to
Yeah.
be up, man. I did workout routines. I'll send you some pictures. That's sick.
Yeah, man.
You know, burpee routines, 5-4-3 routines. I was in crazy shape. And your mindset is also you're up at 6 when the doors crack. You're ready to go, and you don't go to bed till the doors are locked. You know, I was in bad prisons. It wasn't like I'm going for a nap. Who the fuck's going for a nap? Get killed in the motherfucking joint. You know?
Yeah, we haven't even broken in to the whole prison bid yet, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I think this is gonna be long.
Oh, this is definitely gonna be a multi-part, man. Even if my audience doesn't like it, I'm enjoying it 100%. You know, so
they'll like it. I'm doing this.
Yeah, I know they'll like it. I know they will.
The YouTube channel I did, and it blown up. You know, I started a couple of months ago.
You got like 70,000 subscribers, right?
I just started this November 7th.
That's excellent, man. That's kind of like what happened to me, man. I started in November, and it blew up.
It blew up, and you know what? It's just I'm enjoying it. I'm connecting. I like answering shit. It's just something that it keeps my mind going. Like you said, great point. You can vent. You can hit stuff out. Listen, I'm going to want to do a few things that people know, and I want criminal justice reform. You know, we got some dudes up there. You know, there's some good people in the joint, and I want to try to help. You know, let me give the audience a number. The United States has got 5% of the population of the world. 5%. We got 25% of the world's prison population. Think of that.
Yeah.
25% of the world's prison population, and we only got 5% of the population.
Yeah.
We are so out of whack with incarcerating people. It fucking drives me nuts, Josh.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get down. This station ain't going to be about that. We're going to talk about some fun shit. We're going to talk whatever you want. But some prison shit, fucking funny stories and people in the joint that make you laugh.
I think on the part 2, we definitely need, or 3 or 4, whatever. We definitely need to dive in. We are gonna dive into the prison scene.
Oh yeah, we still didn't get into, like, you know, when I grew up. I grew up in a neighborhood, Josh, that was all full of mobsters, you know. It was full of gang.
Bronx, correct?
Yeah, Bronx and Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I was in Bronx. I was in Locust Point. My next door neighbor's a gangster. Three houses down is another gangster. Numbers runners and bookmakers and freaking hitmen and whatever the fuck. My neighborhood was it was Irish, German, and Italian. Straight. It was, you know, I lived under the bridge. We had no money. My dad was a construction worker. My mom was a nurse. She didn't work because we had 5 brothers and sisters. And we lived in a bungalow, a 2-bedroom bungalow with a 1 bathroom, 2 bedrooms. But then my dad, being a construction worker, he built the attic into 2 more bedrooms. So my brother and I were in 1 bedroom in the attic, an attic bedroom. My 2 sisters were in, and my oldest sister had her own room. And then my parents downstairs. And, you know, it was an old bungalow. It was a bungalow house, they call it, you know. And and what we did was we did work, whatever we did. You had a choice. Hey, kids today, man, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they get away with, wake up, right? You know, you're older now. You better start doing it because your kids are going to be getting more shit from you. You know.
I know, man. I try to lead them in those right directions. You know.
You remind me. My son has got the tattoos. Like my son is like you, right?
Yeah.
He's got tattoos all over fucking hands. I got them all over me too.
He got any on his face?
No.
Well, tell him to keep it like that.
Yeah. Oh, no. Trust me. Listen to me. Look at me.
Yeah.
If you look at me, Josh, when I wear a suit,
you can't even tell. Yeah. And that's how I wish I kind of took. I wish the neck was gone and the fingers.
again, you get you're growing up, man. You know, when you're 22 doing it, you say, "Fuck that, man! I don't give a shit." Man.
Yeah, it looks badass. You know, it looks badass.
You know that all.
And the girls like it. You can't deny it. The girls like them bad guy looks when you're growing up. You know,
absolutely, man, they do. And you know, my son is funny. I mean, I got a tattoo of my grandkids' name. My grandson. I don't even know where I got it. But anyway, and it's like, how do I tell my son no? You know, I mean,
yeah.
I advise him. I try to tell them they're going to do what they want. You can only do so much, you know.
Well, I mean,
And
there's really nothing you can tell him to do. He's
oh
gonna
no,
do
no,
whatever the hell they want to do. You know.
absolutely,
You know.
absolutely. He's 30 years old. You know, my son's
Yeah.
30 now. He's born in '89, so he'll
Yeah.
be 31 this year. And you know, obvious, but he's just smart. You know, the reason I got him working with me, social media and all that kind of crap. Instagram, we just started that. We started all that crap. He
Yeah.
knows all that stuff. A matter of fact, I'm going to be helping Kodak Black. You probably know who he is.
Really?
Yeah, because he's in a jail that I was in. He's in Miami, FTC Miami.
Uh-huh.
And he's being abused down there, man. And
Yeah,
I
that's
give
what
him
I've
any
been
medical
hearing and
care.
reading on his Instagram and stuff.
Listen
yeah.
to me. Yeah, I just got on his Instagram. You can get on mine too. And I just reached out. I know his lawyer down South Fort Lauderdale, and because I used to live down there. And I'm going to help him. I'm going to expose it. I'm going to tell him exactly what to do because exact same thing happened to me in the federal prison system.
Yeah.
I was in that prison he's in. It's called the Federal Detention, FDC Miami, and it's a big building in downtown Miami. So yeah, absolutely, I'm going to do that. I'm going to.
So you say
help
it is
guy.
pretty dirty in there, huh?
Listen. You know as well as I do. With guards, there's such a fine line between guard and inmate. I talk about it on my YouTube that the Reno drug guys fucking making $10,000 a month, heroin being coming in by the guards, and all the shit that goes on in prison. People don't. I said, if you got an addiction issue, don't go to prison because you're just going to keep your fucking addiction issue.
Yeah.
You got to get help, man, because there's more drugs in prison and on the street. People go, what do you mean? I said, listen to me. If I want heroin, I go to 3 cells. I want coke, I go to the corner cell. I want fucking hooch, I go upstairs, second tier on the right.
Yeah, it's
I
all.
want fucking acid, my buddy Lumpy over there, acid. I said, let me explain something to you. There's more drugs. It's easier to get in the joint than it is in the street. If you want heroin on the street, what do?
You gotta
go
drive
maybe
a few blocks.
You gotta drive a few blocks. In the joint, I'm walking fucking 10 feet. You know
you can throw that shit over there in that paper airplane and a kite, you know?
It's yeah, you know, man, I've done it. Listen, in the hole, I was teaching people on my channel what suitcasing meant, you know, hiding something in your rectum. I was telling them how I hide. I asked a kid, I said, do you know how to hide a knife in your ass? You got to look at a clip on TV and have your audience look at it. It's called Brooke Baldwin, the CNN analyst. I told her how to hide a knife up your ass on national TV.
You did?
Yeah, you got to watch it. Just Google Brooke Baldwin suitcasing.
Okay, I definitely am, man.
It's a clip. She does this. I said, you know, you when the guy Matt and Sweat escaped from New York, the 2 prisons a few years back, I was on every network. And Brooke Baldwin, I tell her how to knife a hide up your ass, and I tell her about why you have to go through 3 metal detectors. You take it out, and you put it in a toothbrush holder, put the shank in the toothbrush holder, you put masking tape, you insert it in your rectum. Then you got to go through 3 metal detectors, but it still goes off. Then they strip search it, and they don't know if it's not in you. You know, it's in you. They don't know if you have a fake knee. They don't know if you've been shot and got a bullet in you. And they say, get the hell out of here. You get to the yard, you swat, you take it out, you put it in your handle. I said, so I'm telling Brooke how to hide a knife up your ass, and her face goes like this. She's like,
and this is on live television, pretty much?
Not only live. So when I do that, it's a fucking great show. Listen, it's Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon. I'm laying in my bed at night. It's 11:40, whatever it is, and my phone rings, and I normally don't answer, but I just happen to answer it. It's my girlfriend. And I've been with her for 10 years. So she calls me and she says, Larry, you're on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, my God.
Jimmy Fallon used the whole clip on his Tonight Show in his monologue. The whole clip, a 53-second clip.
Yeah.
It is hilarious. I did a 4-minute interview, but the clip is 53 seconds. You got to go and just, your audience will start cracking up. Her facial expression was off the charts. Just Google Larry Lawton, Brooke Baldwin suitcasing or something like that.
Yeah.
And you'll find it. It's even on my YouTube, but you'll find it everywhere. It's all over the internet.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
I bet it is, man.
But,
I bet it is.
I think back at that kind of shit, like you said, prison, how do you can get drugs, you can do this, you can hide a knife, people don't get what that environment is like. They really don't.
Yeah, they
People
don't.
have no clue. And, I'm here and I see you are too. I don't glorify it.
Yeah.
I had good times, no question. I talk about them, laugh about it. But I always tell people, man, what's not worth it or not.
Yeah.
People think it's like TV. It's 10 times worse. They
Yeah.
don't tell you when the guards beat the fuck out of you. They don't tell me when they don't feed you. They don't tell you when they steal your mail. They don't tell you when they shut the cold water off and it's boiling water and you can't take a shower because
Yeah.
it'll scold you.
Yeah.
You don't take a shower for 14 days and you stink like a motherfucker trying to take a bird bath in a cell. They don't tell you that shit on these lockup shows. Listen, I was going to do that lockup show. We talked to producers and shit. And
But the 60 Days In?
Whatever, one of those shows it was.
Yeah.
And it was years ago. And
Oh, okay.
I said, no, listen to me. If we do it, let's do it where I tell the truth. Oh, wow. I tell them some real stories. And they said, no, we can't do that because the prison won't let us in there.
Yeah.
Well, I get it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm true to my word. I'm true to who I am, like your audience. And I'm not a cop lover at all.
Yeah.
But I'm an honorary cop out of a place because I respect the chief so much. The chief of police in the place, a guy named Mike Force in St. Louis, Lake St. Louis. When he came to my Florida to vet my program, because I work with kids and young people, he came and I found out what he's about because I got a good reputation with people. He don't ever give out awards as a police chief for most DUIs, most arrests. He don't believe in that.
Yeah.
He goes, if I give out awards for all that, they're going to have bad arrests. They're going to only arrest people just to make their numbers go up.
Yeah.
He goes, no, I give out awards for the people who speak at the most churches, who do Little League, who do community events at schools, guys who change a flat tire on a lady's car. I'll give them an award. That's fucking true policing. That's called community play. That's when the dude knows you. You call him up because your kid's a fuck up, and he don't come and arrest your kid. He tries to talk to your kid. It does whatever he can, but he's not going to make your life worse. So you say, man, I ain't
ruin your life.
The cop.
Yeah,
right. And I'm a believer in that, and I'm a big believer in that, and I'm a believer in. I'm the only ex-con ever recognized on the floor of the United States Congress in the whole country because of helping young people. And because I believe in what I did, I developed the #1 program in the country, Josh. It's a 4-part program. It's for ages 11 and up, 10 or 11 and up. And it goes to 30s, 40s, because everyone needs it. And it tells the truth, and I want to always tell the truth. I tell people, listen, I'll make money. I won't make money. Things will happen. But I'm not here to bullshit you. I'm going to tell the truth. End of story. You don't like me? Go fuck yourself. I can't please everybody, I'm learning that in YouTube. You've been around YouTube
a
lot longer
you
than
can't
me.
please nobody.
You laughed. I see you have been around for a while. I you get the haters,
Oh yeah, you'll have one video. People, it's like they'll
you'll get people
kill you. They'll get you at the stake. The next day they're I love you, man.
Yeah.
It's like, God.
No question. I'm just starting. So I'm new at this shit. I'm enjoying it. So I like talking to guys who are younger. Maybe I can give them some wisdom. Maybe I can help them direct them in life lessons. I live this shit. I live that life. I live the fast, hard, and trust me, I tell nobody not to have fun, please. That's what life's about, man. Go have fun. Whatever your fun is. I am the least prejudiced dude in the world. I don't look at people. I look at how you treat me, and I think how you treat other people. Do the right thing by people. If you say so, I said to you, I'm going to be on here at 3:00. I'm going to be on here at 3:00. I would not show up.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that. I mean, I don't believe in not.
Yeah, that's how I am too, man.
Yeah, and that's important, man. It really is important. And obviously, if something went wrong, I'd text you or call you and say, "Hey, I got to get yourself." Yeah. Because then I didn't know how to kind of get hold of you.
Yeah. I'll give it to you at the end.
Yeah, later. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, how do I get hold of this guy? But I don't know, what I'm doing because I didn't know this Zoom shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. I figured it out. I mean, we'll figure it out.
In YouTube, you're getting a crash course like big time with the YouTube because YouTube, you learn more as more followers come. When you have a lot of subscribers, that's when you really start to see what everything's about. You know what I mean? Because you see when you only have, let's say, 100 followers or subscribers, you're going to get nothing but positivity. for the most
Right,
part.
right,
They're
right,
going to
right.
glorify you because you only got 100 people, and those guys probably really rock with you. But if you get 70,000, a million, 10% of them people are just going to be there to hate on you, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So
You're right, guy.
you're
That's
getting
good
a
advice.
crash course very quickly because you got a lot of subscribers already very quickly. And, you know, that's how I was. So you're going to have to learn. You got to adapt. You got to move, step it up a notch. And
Absolutely.
next thing
and
you
that's
know,
why,
could have millions, you know?
and that's good. And that's why I got my son with me to
Yeah.
build this thing along. The kid I'm working with who does the editing is a young kid out of Canada, actually. Great kid. So we're working with him and another guy just to help on the business end because, I don't want to just do it and then fucking fade. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I got a court series going. I know judges. I'm going to go into a courtroom and
Oh,
fuck with people.
wow.
Oh, I'm going to do some crazy shit, man. I'm
Oh,
having fun with
wow.
it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to do.
Well, that
But-
sounds good, man. It sounds like something, that I could definitely get into watching, man. You know,
Yeah.
I had to get you on, man.
It's funny how we connected. It's
Yeah,
kinda
man.
funny.
Look. If I don't get along with you, there's a problem. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I'm a
you're
pretty
easy,
down to earth individual,
you
man.
are.
So if you
Sounds
are,
like me. I'm the
yeah,
same
man,
exact
it's
way.
hard for me not to get along with someone, man. And I think that's what saved my ass a lot in prison, man, was my ability to, I can get along with anybody just about, man, you know, but,
Well,
there's-
that's good, and I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I tell people if I could teach any young person, I did a video for somebody and they asked me what's the one piece of advice you'd give someone. I said have communication skills.
Oh, man.
Everything else
key.
is secondary.
Yeah, it'll come into
if you
play.
absolutely through your whole life, and as you know, when you're away and you're behind bars and you can feel tension, if you don't have communication skills, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You could be in the middle of something you don't want to be in, don't even know how to talk to a person to get it out, say the wrong things, don't know how to read people's body language. I tell people communications, too many people today are this shit. I get it. I'm on phones all the time. I get it. But have a conversation like we're doing.
Yeah.
Go have a beer with a friend and fucking rap. Do what you have to do so each of you guys
You
can
can build a little bit.
learn.
Yeah.
And you can build a true bond.
Yeah, man. Well, there's so much more I can ask you, man. Like I haven't even asked you what was the biggest thing you did, the biggest lick. I haven't even asked you how you
shit.
got caught. We haven't gotten into any of that stuff. There's so many questions that I got to ask. Well, before we go, not only do I want you to tell me exactly how people can get a hold of you, follow your content, but also one more question before we go. How much altogether do you think you've probably made, man, when it came to the...
Myself, if you want to talk about my just robbing jewelry stores, I took in my own. It's about 4 million was my money. Now that's not. I robbed 15 to 18 million, but now you got to sell it.
Yeah.
So
And you got to take some hits and some, yeah.
So, exactly. So,
and I haven't even gotten into that too. I don't want to get too
even
deep
more,
into that.
Probably
but
5 million because
Yeah.
I lost 3 million in casinos. So I between 4 and 5 million. That was my money, and lived the life of it too. But like every gangster says, no gangsters have 401k plans. Listen to this, a true statement. John Gotti said this. He goes, if I find out any one of these gangsters have a retirement plan, I'm going to kill him. Because that means you're thinking of retiring.
Yeah.
In this business, you never retire. You go to jail,
Yeah.
you're dead.
Yeah.
Obviously, I got out the right way because I went away for a long time, never told on anybody. So people respected me.
Yeah.
when I
Kind
went away.
of, just,
Kind of let you
know.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Listen, I went away at the right time. I knew them all from Vic Arena, Nicky Scarfo, head of the Philly Mob, fucking Vic Arena, boss of the Columbus during the Columbo Wars with Persico,
that's
and
crazy.
Vic
man.
Amuso, head of the case. I knew them all very well. I used to walk the track with them, hang with them, listen to Sinatra on the radio with Patty Amato, and a bunch of people. I did a lot of shit, but I'm out. And I'm happy to live and talk to you, Josh.
That's crazy,
and rap,
man. And you're here talking to me, man. That shit's crazy.
I love this shit.
I
It's a
love it
different
too,
life.
man. I love it too. All right, tell the people really quick before we go. But I'm definitely looking forward to having you back on again. But tell the
YouTube.
people,
Go
Yeah,
to YouTube,
Instagram. What do you got going on?
Instagram, YouTube. Go to just Larry Lawton, Lawton, and you'll have a link here, I'm sure,
Yeah.
in this thing. Larry Lawton YouTube. Check that out. You can go to Instagram, Larry Lawton. It's called the real Larry Lawton. Somebody already tried to fucking put one up. Believe this shit.
Damn.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. I'm learning quick, Josh. You told me I'm gonna learn quick. It's trial by error, right? Or fire, whatever you call it.
For sure.
So, real Larry Lawton. On my website, I have a program called the Reality Check Program, and it's the #1 program in the country for kids and young people. And I do prison stuff. But YouTube, you'll catch a lot of great videos. And my story just started. My book, Gangster Redemption. What I'm doing on YouTube, Josh, is I'm reading my book in summarized ways. I'm also on Spotify and iTunes. I actually have I'm reading the book on a podcast on iTunes and Spotify. So that's really hard as shit.
See, man. I've been trying to do that, man.
It's hard, Josh.
Is it?
Fucking hard. Very hard to read your book out loud. It really is. But I'm doing it. But I'm also taking my book and I'm putting it in summary. I'm summarizing every and they're fucking great videos. People love it. And I'm taking my book and bringing the book along. And then I have series planned. So it's pretty cool. So check that out. People will love that. And we'll do this again. I'm enjoying meeting people who are, like yourself.
Yeah, like-minded, man.
Yeah, like-minded people. Don't judge people. And I meet a lot of the YouTube. They're really pretty cool. Then you get the assholes,
Yeah.
So, but other than that, we'll do this again.
And ladies and gentlemen, just like anyone else that comes onto this show, I'll keep everything pinned in the comment section, description of the video for you to go check out. And man, oh man, you just never know who you'll meet in life. And man, your story's amazing, man. Every day I'm hearing the most interesting stories, and it's amazing, man, to really know that people are out there that do this type of stuff and they can turn their lives around and still be successful, man.